I need to get on History Channel. It's about some just bullshit, dude. Because it's not like it's hard. It's not.
So
it's
you're saying the History Channel is giving not
It's
educational
history for a
Thank you.
reason. dude.
It is
not for a
history.
long time, bro. Like South Park, when they did the History Channel, was funny. It was just like, we're not saying there's evidence that that ghosts were present during Thanksgiving, but there's no evidence saying there isn't.
Oh!
Boom.
Hey everybody, Jordan from Back Society here. Do me a favor and click that subscribe button below and hit the bell icon so you don't miss a single episode. Now, back to grinding. All right, welcome back to Back Society. I'm your co-host Jay with my other co-hosts.
S.
And you know the other one.
And see money.
Baby.
All right, guys. It's been 2 weeks since we've last convened. The council, the councilors have spoken. What is up? What is in the world with the S&C and America? What's going on with America? I don't even get it anymore.
Everything. The prices are up.
The prices,
That's what's up.
inflation had
everything.
come for them.
I don't
Wait,
understand.
I thought-
Everything
I
is
thought-
up except for my salary.
I thought Trump just said that there's hardly any inflation.
And you believe this guy?
Bro, you love that guy, man. What are you talking about? That's your boy. You can't
Okay.
abandon him like that.
You can't, dude. He has the best numbers. Did you see the labor statistics, man? It turns out it was a lie.
Yeah,
Tyler,
Crazy.
dude, what a crazy story to be like, I disagree, you're fired. Just be like, what, dude?
Did you see the guy who replaced him with?
No,
People
I
want to know
haven't.
why America has like mental health issues. It's because of the constant gaslighting.
There's a lot of gaslighting.
It
Dude,
is a lot.
the new head of like labor statistics, he's some Heritage Foundation guy. Shocker, I know.
Oh yeah, he's like the Project 2025 guy.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did like a fucking conference in his room, right? Like he was doing like his Zoom conference, and in the back is this battleship that's just a portrait of a battleship. But when you look at it, you start thinking that battleship looks a little familiar. It's the battleship Bismarck,
Oh,
a
that's
Nazi
wild.
battleship, dude. What are you doing? It's not even great. It fell apart immediately.
Was he the same guy who went into like Trump's office, into the Oval Office with like those crazy graphs about saying how like prices are fine, like it's just like the economy is better for everybody? It was like all these like just made up numbers, bro.
Yeah,
It's crazy. This is literally a game show that we live in right now. It's a game show.
he was a game show host.
That's why
Yeah.
I don't. How do you believe anything these people tell you?
You did.
I don't. You bought it. You bought a hook, line, and sinker, bro. You were all on the Cash Patel
I know.
train. You were on the
Fuckhead.
Dan Bongino train.
During the election, you were like, man, he sat down with Theo Vaughn and Joe Rogan. He's just an average guy.
I mean, that's how he won. That
That is how he won. I know.
Exactly. That's how we won. But I mean, like
Yeah.
everything that they ran on, they literally was like, we're gonna be transparent about it, and literally not became transparent about it. As soon as they got into office, they got right in the line.
I mean, yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what they do. And it's continuously happening over and over and over again. Doesn't matter if it's a Democrat or a Republican.
I mean, just the government is just not going to be transparent no matter who's in there.
Exactly. That's why we have to formulate a party and go in there and dominate and become transparent.
The Lion Party.
I like it. The alpha male lion party.
You know, the other parties, they got a donkey and an elephant. You know, that's not threatening. You need
That
a
is
threatening
not
animal. You need
Yeah.
a threatening. We need like a dragon or something like that. So people know we stand on business.
we can inspire
dragons.
these people. We can inspire them to become great. Teach them about UFOs. Teach them about
Well,
the
they had your girl on Joe Rogan. They're like, all right, we're gonna take the hottest person in Congress and we're gonna have her go on Rogan and just talk about nonsense.
Nonsense, dude.
Oh
She
my
was talking
God.
about like biblical angels and demons, and then she started mentioning like, oh, this during the council in the 400s. I'm like, wait a minute. And then and I was like, okay, the Council of Nicaea, okay. And then she's like, that's when they replaced Revelations with they replaced Enoch with Revelation. I'm like, this is Da Vinci Code.
No. Because what she was talking about was how they took the Book of Enoch out of the King James Bible, where in the Eastern, what's the Ethiopian Bible has the Book of Enoch in it. Like
Because
when she got read in or whatever, she had her hand on the Ethiopian Bible because it meant something to her because it had the Book of Enoch in there. You know, meant something. It was
You know,
real.
what are the odds that they just printed that bitch off the internet? Like, I feel like they were just like, hey, she's like, I need something crazy to swear in on.
No, she's probably a CIA narrative talking point. They're like, "Hey, people are getting too close to the real thing. Let's just have her go in there,
Uh,
say she's transparent, and then just not be transparent."
you could tell she's like, I believe, she's been doing this for a while where she's like saying like, oh, we got, this huge thing. We set up this task force and they haven't released anything like
Yeah,
that's of substance. And all she says is like, I believe I've seen some stuff. I've seen it.
exactly.
I've been told by some people.
it's on my
And
Joe
desk.
Joe Rogan was like egging her, pushing her, like
yeah, he was kind of probing her a little bit, being
he
like, what's
was
that
like
even mean?
he was like, "I can't believe like you seen some stuff, but you can't tell the whole world or show the whole world. That's a disjustice to mankind." She was like, "Well, I'll get in a lot of trouble." Everybody says that. Sign the
That-
NDA.
That's
So,
the thing with
you know
Rogan,
what I
man. He
mean?
should stop interviewing these like government officials because they're just straight up actors, man. And that's how they portray themselves too, is just straight up fucking actors.
I mean, like, they are actors. Like, how can you take anybody serious that's in our government? Because they're all actors. But here's the thing. If they're all actors, who's the director? Not Trump.
Dang. You
Dang.
don't
Yeah, I
think so?
said it.
You
I
don't think
said
it's
it.
Trump?
Here. Okay, so there was an interview with Donald Trump uh a month ago, and they were talking about the drones right over New Jersey.
Yeah.
And
Never heard.
did you see that interview?
Yeah, it's when he was like, it's all just BS.
No, it was a different interview. He said he
Oh,
knows what it is. He knows
but
what it is.
he can't say anything or something like that, right?
He said it's not up to me. Who's it up to, Donald Trump? Who's it up to? What do you mean it's not up to you? You're top dog. Top
Bro,
dog.
you know what else? I'm looking at this Ethiopian Bible. I don't see Enoch anywhere in it, dude.
I have never looked at it at all, so I couldn't tell you.
I mean, like, the Ethiopian Bible was what put the Book of Enoch on the map.
No, it's not in here.
No, the
Yeah,
Book of
I don't
Enoch's been
know.
around for a while.
Well,
I mean,
I know
the
that.
apocryphal gospels, a lot of people know about them. It wasn't just the Ethiopia's brand of Christianity is I mean,
It's
it is
pretty wild.
different. It's pretty wild. I mean, they still claim to have the Ark of the Covenant.
But here's the thing. This is the thing.
Oh,
about
there is the Book of the Cock.
Oh,
I don't.
this.
think I've
But
read
this is
that
the
one.
thing
That's what
about
it says, bro. I'm just telling you what it says.
What the fuck?
The Book of Enoch. The only reason why the Book of the Enoch is some type of relevance is because it talks about the times before the flood.
Yeah, it's pretty much why the flood happened.
Yeah.
And everybody wants to put that to the Younger Dryas era, right? Like, there was giants that were roaming around and people that came from space or somewhere else that came down here and seeded mankind.
You know, the Watchers. Well, they didn't see it. They were just supposed to watch mankind. That was the problem with the Niflheim, was because they stopped watching and
Wait,
started
hold on. What did you
fearing.
call them?
The Niflheim, half angel, half human.
Nephilim.
Okay.
It was just my first time of being right when it comes to vocabulary.
I mean, there's an I in the Heim.
I just
so-
wanted to assert my dominance in that.
Okay.
Nice. You got him.
You
Only
got me, dude.
alpha males do that right away.
Have you read the Book of Enoch?
Bro, a long, long time ago.
I got it if you want
Yeah.
to borrow it.
Yeah, but see, you have all these books that you haven't read.
How do you know I haven't read them?
How long did it say Enoch lived till?
Actually, I don't know.
Exactly.
Doesn't mean I haven't read it, dude. I can't remember everything.
They said he lived to like 300 years old and then he went back into heaven as a human.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So pretty much Elijah.
pretty much.
I found the Bible with the Enoch, I think. Okay, yeah, there it is. Yeah, so the Ethiopian one does. So it's the Orthodox Tewahedo Bible. Enoch is book 14 in the Old Testament. Dude, all I know is I watched that. I couldn't even finish that whole like podcast because I was like, man, this girl's. I was like, she's not gonna say anything. She's not gonna say anything I actually care about. She
She said
brought nothing
nothing.
with her. It's just all her belief, and she's like talking about interdimensional beings. And I love what he was like. Who said they were interdimensional beings? And she's like, it's
That's
just what
what
they
I
say.
heard.
And it was
What they
like, what are we talking about here? She's like, I've seen some photos. It's different physics. I'm like, you don't know anything about physics. What are you talking about?
He just said-
You cannot derive physics from a photo.
How did these people get into office, man? That's what I'm wondering. Like,
He's
I
hot.
feel like we're in the age of the fucking grifter, like the golden age of the grifter. That as long as you can put on a face and like talk to
Scott wants to
everyone's
be-
like conspiracies, everyone's going to be like, "Hey, man,
How do you?
here's some
wait,
money."
That's another thing too. How do you not believe in conspiracies?
I do believe in conspiracies, just not the far outlandish ones that make no sense.
You don't
Scott's
believe
here.
there's-
Scott's ready for the age of the groiper. That's where he's waiting for.
You don't. Hold on.
They
first of
just
all, I
turned
don't
on
know
his
that-
girl, Candace Owens.
Oh my god!
Why is everybody my people?
Because you like all the crazies, bro. You love all the crazies.
And the groipers are really crazy. They won't like you, but you can like them.
Yeah, the groipers are wild. That's a wild bunch.
You
Yeah.
guys just made up that term.
No, dude,
No.
they're basically neo-Nazis.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty
Although their leader is really not happy with Trump. He's pretty anti-Trump. It's kind of
He-
wild. It's a wild subculture.
It is wild. Their leader lives about 20 miles from me. No, not even. It's like 8 miles. He
You gonna
in
go
Bur-
there?
Huh?
He lives in where?
He lives in Berwyn, Illinois. Like my
Berwyn?
girlfriend is about 3 blocks from his house at work.
Let's go
Oh.
there and protest. Hold on. What
Remember-
do they believe in first? What do they believe in before we protest?
They believe that
look-
the root of all problems is Jews.
Yeah, they're like uber white nationalists.
What if I
Like-
dressed up as the Bear Jew and then went to his house with a
I think
club?
they would be confused.
I think they would be confused. They're like, get your Jew propaganda out of here. They're mostly
"Are-
like,
Are you
Yeah.
Jewish?
they're like they're white nationalists, Jew haters. They're incels. They don't touch women ever. Women are icky
Yeah.
to them.
They're proud to be incels, though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Ew, women. Ew.
It's
What-
it's mainly because they can't get women.
yeah. That's what
Aw.
happens when you're locked in your basement all day. It's one of those
So-
things that like if their parents
How
heard
old
a
is
gunshot
guy?
in the basement, they'd probably start celebrating.
How old is this guy?
It's like 30s, right?
No, he's like 24.
Nick Fuentes?
Yeah, he's like 25,
No.
24, 25.
He's like-
he's young.
No way.
young.
He's got to be
Why-
like 30.
Why are you worried about
No.
a 24-year-old? In his opinion, that guy has.
I mean, the trumpet. I mean,
Like-
dude, he was Kanye's like campaign manager.
Bro, let me tell you something. All of this that they're throwing at us is
20,
to
he's 26.
distract us,
It's
to
close.
distract us from the Epstein list. That's it.
Bro, it's not real, man. I'm done with the Epstein list, dude. It's
Yeah,
a non-story. I don't even know why we even care about it.
I'm trusting my
Gaslight
friends in the
approved.
government.
Gaslight successful.
I mean, we all
You're-
know why they're not releasing it. It's obvious. It's either Trump's in it or he has mega donors that are listed in the Epstein files.
Right. I mean,
You're
like,
right,
He can't afford to release it.
dude,
It is
have you been hearing about like fucking Maxwell going to like a fucking like
Oh,
what was
prison
it, like-
camp.
a prison camp, and she's being
Yeah.
able to she gets released for work things now.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. Crazy. She's a convicted sex trafficker.
Yeah.
Apparently, they're not even supposed to be at prison camps. They're like not allowed to be there.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, like
It's
this.
it's chaos, dude. This is Scott's boy, man. This is what he
Well,
lives
she
for.
cut, she
This
cut
is the
deal.
party of QAnon and Pizzagate, protect the children, and they're trying to release a fucking sex trafficker.
I love too when they sent that assistant DA or whatever, and he was like, "She said Trump's not in the files." I was like, "Of course she said that. What are we talking about here, dude?"
Whoa.
I know. I was
If-
on Twitter. and People
If
were like,
Donald-
"There you go, guys. He's
if
innocent."
Donald Trump said he's not in the files, he's not in the files. Okay.
Well, he said Ghislaine said he's not in the files.
I don't. These people, they don't gaslight. They tell the truth. They're very transparency.
Very, very
Transparent.
transparent.
Dude,
Very transparent.
I've been trying to tell you this since we started talking about politics that this whole thing is just one big gaslight.
But it's not. It's not just the Republican. It's
It's
also
a
the
bonfire,
Democrat.
baby. It's a bonfire.
The one
They-
thing I appreciate about the Democrats is that they just straight up tell you we're not releasing it. Like, I'd
No.
rather that than being gaslit, I guess.
No, here's
No,
the
but they're also gaslighting because there's
Yeah.
also Democrats who are like, oh, why would you release the files? I'd release the files.
No, this is what it is. This is what it comes down to, right? The Democrats and the Republicans are tools to keep us divided. Conquered people, right? Divide and conquer.
I don't know.
What
I
we
don't
need-
feel like we're as divided as we were before 2016.
Yeah, because we're all figuring out, wow, this guy is just, everything is just a lie. We have so much information now that everything is just coming out as a lie. What is true? We're in the Truman Show. We're literally in the Truman Show. And people are okay with that.
Show.
They just want to go along with things.
I kind of miss the days of Trump where he would, like my favorite picture is of the hurricane path. And he accidentally said it was going to go. So he drew a Sharpie around it and said, this is the hurricane path. And everybody was like, what are we doing here? At least that was like harmless. You know what I mean? And then he's like, we should nuke the hurricane.
Yeah, we should nuke the hurricane. At least then it was funny because like he was surrounded by people who weren't yes men or actors.
Yeah, and they were just kind of like, they didn't know but they still didn't know what they were doing, right? Because they just were not prepared to run the country.
And like next month it's
now-
like, oh, we have a new like chief of staff. Okay.
But these,
Awesome.
you gotta admit though, there's something going on where it's like these are the leaders that we're picking.
I mean, he won the popular vote. Obviously, most
mean,
Americans
it's-
wanted to go with this.
We
It's
only
Trump,
had two options, bro. What do you expect?
Trump or Joe Biden.
It was Kamala. But
Who?
yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
She didn't do much. The biggest mistake she made, outside of not going on podcast, was
Yeah.
saying she doesn't disagree with Biden on anything that he did. That was the biggest mistake she made. She couldn't separate herself from Biden,
But
who was dead in the White House, like literally just brain dead in the White House.
Look, I think the answer is that we need to put his son in the office.
I'm voting
That's
for
when
him.
we'll get real
I am voting
Hunter
for Hunter
Biden
Biden.
for president.
Hunter
They will
Biden's
get
got
some
my
real.
vote.
He got my
Bro,
vote
partier
too.
in chief. I'm all in, dude.
He's being Melania is suing him for $1 billion.
He works
Is that-
hard
is that
and
real?
plays hard.
Yeah. He did another interview where he talked about it. He's just like, okay, if you want to do that discovery, let's do it.
Oh my god, dude. You know how, like, who was it? Was it Andrew Jackson that had a giant wheel of cheese in the White House for the people? You know what I'm talking about?
I'm-
Is he the
I know the Wheel of Cheese, but I don't know if it was Jackson.
I think it was Jackson or Andrew Johnson, but for Hunter, it's just going to be tables of cocaine. You know what I mean? You come by the White House, you take a little hit.
Yeah,
You
but you
know?
know, like when a sports team wins a championship and they visit the White House, you
Oh
know,
my
you
God,
want to see
dude.
it, you know.
He's just throwing a rager. You know, it's like him and the the Baltimore Ravens, just raging in the East Room. You know, that'd be wild, bro.
In the East Room.
That's how,
Yeah,
dude. That's how we divide.
to
That's
the
how we
White Room.
close this divide, man. Because everyone can get down.
Have you ever been in the
Bro.
White Room at the White House?
Is there a White Room?
Yeah, the cocaine room.
Oh, he's like, yeah. He's like, there's not paint on the walls, baby. That's just powder.
That's just just scrape some off. You'll be fine,
Yeah, just from all the partying.
dude. If only. Maybe when Scott's in the White House, some things can change. Maybe Hunter can be your vice president or something.
Ah, dude, that would be the most lit vice president ever. God, maybe we should just go full idiocracy and just hire
That's-
some wild people.
At this
Dude.
point, we pretty much. I mean, like things are going. It's going to be transparent, just because they're idiots. It's going to be fine.
Bro. It's gonna be
No.
transparent because they're gonna get high and tell you the truth.
It's
That's what's gonna happen.
going to be like Chappelle's show where he pieces out with the alien.
Oh my god. I'm talking about Mars, bitches. MARS.
There we go. We're good to go. Scott, we need you to get on your political route. We've talked about it before.
Oh
we,
yeah, we did.
We could be your campaign managers.
Scott, why
what we
don't you
tell
run for mayor of Chicago?
Yeah, our mayor sucks right now.
You know what? I was actually talking about it the other day because I think they're like Illinois is doing something with taxes or something. Like if you sell your house and move out of state, there's an exit tax. And I was like, man, dude, that's a lot of money I could make just by being the mayor or governor. Because I mean, like
You
these
just
people,
be charging people. You just ruined the state and charge them on the way out.
but everybody else, you can't beat them, you join them.
Well, doesn't California have where if you were a resident, you have to pay taxes for life in California or something wild like that?
I've never heard that.
Probably
That's crazy.
these people
Yeah.
are trying to make everybody slaves.
I don't know. You seem like a Gavin Newsom kind of guy.
You think so?
Yeah, you kind of seem like a Gavin Newsom.
I
Just
could
go
be-
on
hey,
Sean Ryan's show for 4 hours and
I could be on
you know,
Gavin
sell your
Newsom.
soul.
I know, Scott. He'd be on more podcasts than he is governing because he'd be like, guys, aliens, we gotta know, right?
First of all, if I was governing, I would just delegate my duties to somebody.
So you wouldn't govern. So you wouldn't get reelected. What's the point at that point?
The point is that I'm there for how many years? 2 years? 4 years? 6 years? 4
For the
years?
mayor? For the mayor? I don't know. What's the
All
mayor
right, let's
time?
just say governor. If I'm the governor there for 4 years,
Governor.
I'm milking everything.
You know,
Every-
Virginia, you're governor for 5 years and you can't run for reelection.
Really,
Concurrently.
you're only a
You
one
can't do
done?
you can't do consecutive. I don't know. I think you can like run again later, but you can't run consecutively. It's something weird.
It is kind of weird.
So you got 5 years. Make your mark.
That's what I'm saying. And I'll be transparent. I'll come out there. I'll be like, look, here's your UFO. There you go.
You think that the mayor of Chicago knows about UFOs? You think they have a security clearance?
100%.
I doubt it.
I
No,
doubt it,
probably
dude.
not.
There's
Probably
no
not.
Our mayor right now. There's no way they gave him any sort of clearance.
Where's
no way.
Northrop Grumman and the other one, Lockheed Martin.
Virginia, probably Virginia,
Yeah.
Maryland,
Yep.
Then I gotta
Yep.
go. I gotta be the governor in Virginia. Then
Virginia. You're gonna topple Youngkin.
I'm gonna
Well,
take.
He's term limited, bro. He's
He's
leaving.
term limited. You can try to take down Westmore.
I'll
Oh,
take him
yeah.
down, man. You guys don't understand. I have this charismatic, inspirational, good charm about me that I can inspire human beings to do great things.
Then do it, man. You got to quit your job, move back to either Maryland or go to Virginia. You know, I'll help you. I'll help you find a place, dude. I'm on Zillow all the time. It's gonna be good, dude. I'll be your campaign manager. I'll tell you what to say. You can go on podcasts. You can go on Rogan and be like, Rogan, you need to step up your guests, dude.
What's wrong with this guest? He has good guests.
Not Paulina.
I thought she was a good guest. We got everything we needed out of her.
Nothing. You got nothing out of her.
Exactly. So what have you been doing, Paulina, for the past year? No.
She ain't been. Apparently, she ain't doing shit, dude.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, ever since
She's
the
like-
AFK
she's like, we're gonna-
files, I haven't heard her.
She's like, we're gonna request for it to be all declassified. It was like, request who? What are you talking about? What are
Talking
these
about- You're
pictures?
supposed to be in charge here.
You could tell she was just making stuff up. Oh, these are very important people telling me stuff. Interdimensional beings.
Interdimensional being.
Interdimensional being. It was an episode of Ancient Aliens on there, dude.
Or
It
what
was
about?
crazy.
Or what
Yeah,
about?
she was pretty much like the female version of Giorgio Tsoukalos.
Hey,
Just
hey, that's so disrespectful to
yeah,
Giorgio.
the Giorgio.
Yeah. Oh my
So
god. I'm so
That guy,
glad I
he's
have
a
not
living-
seen this man in years.
He's a living legend.
Bro, he's the best.
He made
he's
his
the
money. And
best.
he got out.
He is a living legend solely because of just how he looked.
So
Whatever, dude.
That's the
Make
only
your
reason
money.
people
Get
reminded
your
it.
bag, son.
It was because how he looked. It was just fucking aliens with his fucking looked like he stuck a fork in a goddamn
he
socket.
became he became a meme and then disappeared. And now he has his legs up on a polar bear drinking 1990 scotch. Just looking at
polar
his
bear.
I don't
I don't know.
know.
I don't know why you're so anti Giorgio Tsoukalos, dude.
Dude, because he
Actually, he
brain
should
rotted a
represent it.
generation.
He's
Yeah.
looking rough, bro. He's looking pretty rough right now. I'm not gonna lie.
He brain rotted a generation. Therefore, I do not stand
No.
this man.
He opened the minds of a
Open
generation.
no minds.
Thank you.
What
Thank
minds?
Steve.
What are you
Thank
talking?
you.
That ancient astronaut theorists agree. That's the only thing I remember.
Yeah, and they all agree. Therefore, it's a fact, dude. It's called consensus, Jordan. Do you not know how fucking science works?
Consensus. They'd just be like fucking this. They'd be like this chamber in the Great Pyramid that we haven't discovered, and then it was super cut to a fucking animation of the pyramid flying off into space. It was so stupid, bro.
Well, that's
Oh,
what
man.
they believed.
It was fucking stupid.
That's what we all, as ancient astronaut theory.
Oh my god,
agree.
dude. I need to get on
Say
History
yes.
Channel. I need to get on History Channel and spout some just bullshit, dude. Because it's not like it's hard. It's not.
So
It's
you're saying the History Channel is giving not
It's called
educational.
history for a
Thank you.
reason. dude.
It is
not
called
for a
history.
long time, bro. Like South Park when they did the History Channel was funny. It was just like we're not saying there's evidence that that ghosts were present during Thanksgiving, but there's no evidence saying there isn't.
Oh,
Boom, bro. I mean, they're not wrong.
wrong.
They're not wrong.
I know they're desperate for content, so like I don't know. Maybe I'll pitch a
Also,
show.
I love how they have all those like weird shows where they're always like digging for gold and shit.
Oh, like the
those
fucking
shows.
like that fucking island, right?
Oak
Yeah,
Island.
yeah,
In
yeah.
Canada,
Oak Island.
Oak
yeah.
Island, yeah. Dude, 8 seasons. 8 seasons and there's nothing.
It's like find the fucking gold, bro.
How do you
Yeah,
have 8 seasons? Just plant something at that point. Jesus Christ.
Dude, they should just ask Trump to drop those bombs on that place.
I guess you might as well just nuke it. My God. 8 seasons with nothing.
I'm tired of digging, Grandpa.
It's too damn bad. There was like I remember like after Ancient Aliens, there was like another dude. It was like History Undiscovered or something. And he was like doing a bunch of bullshit too. He was just like on the census in Hawaii, some people mark themselves as these like dwarf-like people that are in Hawaiian mythology. We're gonna go find
Hobbits?
them. Guess what? They never found shit. They never
Well,
find
maybe they
anything in
did.
these shows.
You never know. They find stuff all the time.
All the time.
I don't think there's a census going around going like, okay, are you a hobbit? Oh, okay.
I
They're
mean,
asking dwarves all the time.
okay.
I'm
That's just
saying.
because you work in a casino.
My God, dude. My God. You know what? That's going to be my next big thing. I'm going to come up with a conspiracy show and I'm going to pitch it to History Channel. I'm going to be on there. I'm going to be traveling the world and just be like, guys, the castle, Nerd Weinstein, it's on top of a mountain. Humans could not
Listen.
have built this.
Why
No,
you
it's
have
too
a
far up.
You
Nerd
have a
Weinstein.
big thing. The fact that like you have a big thing against conspiracies
Huge.
is it just means like you're so close minded that
I'm trying to pitch a conspiracy show to history. How is that close-minded?
Bro, you don't understand. Ancient Aliens, 21 seasons, 268 episodes.
268 episodes.
Talking about
George
what?
Tsoukalos.
You're telling me there's not one truthful like fact in there?
Is there? There's not one evidence in there. There's not one shred of evidence in there.
That's
The
not
cave-
what I heard.
Hold on, the cave. So they went around. They looked at the cave art. They looked at pyramids around the world. We only thought there was pyramids in Egypt for the longest time until Ancient Aliens came out.
No,
We
The-
didn't
the
know
cap-
about the
the capital of
What you
Mexico
telling
has
me?
pyramids.
What you're telling me is you think Eric Von Daniken's just making it all up?
chariots of the god.
I mean, he seems pretty genuine when I talk to him.
Yeah,
and by
what
talk
you
to
talk
him,
to
I mean-
fucking Daniken.
listen
Did
to him.
you go take a train to Switzerland and visit him?
Hey man, it feels like a personal conversation we're having when I watch that show. It's so well produced.
Is
They
he
were
still
the
alive?
first. They were the first. They were the first TV show to go around the world and look
What are you
at all
talking?
the.
They didn't go anywhere. They're in a room the whole time.
You didn't
I don't
see
think
them
they went
travel?
anywhere. When did they
Hold on.
travel?
Really?
Wait, was that the later seasons?
No, they went around the world. They saw the
They're
Nazca
in the
climb.
same room that was like blurred out with like with the red carpet going like, guys, ancient astronauts, man, like crazy shit.
You never seen George Tsoukalos?
I know he
at
had a
the-
spin-off show where he did travel. That's true.
No, they all traveled.
I mean, the man is just a beast, dude. Like, give it up
Well,
for him.
I mean, he went to college for sports, so I mean, I assume he
that?
fucking knows how to be a beast, right?
I mean, people go to school for all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Look, all I know is I need a conspiracy show so I can travel the world on History Channel's dime.
But okay, what would like your conspiracy be though?
I want to say like Illuminati based. Secret
Mm.
societies. How well do we know the powers that be? How deep does it go, bro? Was there and still is an ancient civilization that is influencing us? Those who came before.
That's so stupid.
Bro, I didn't
I
realize
know.
Giorgio Tsoukalos was on Joe Rogan twice in 2011 and 12.
He was. I
Yeah.
watched the episode.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that. I gotta watch that.
You never watched them, dude? It was
And first of all-
classic Rogan.
First of all, he has a degree in communications.
Sports
So-
journalism.
No, it just says communications. Is literally what it says. So from Ithaca College. So you know what? Maybe
New
don't
York,
talk
yep.
shit. What's his real job? He's in communications.
He's
Seems
in
like he's doing what he's
communications.
good at.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Look. History is what I do good at. That's what I went to
Well, you-
college for.
Yeah. Well,
You're
then-
good at
where's-
history.
I
where's
should do a history
your-
show.
Where's your podcasting degree?
No, yeah.
I don't
where's your
understand. Like,
history
what are you
degree?
doing here? You don't have a
Look,
podcasting
look.
degree.
There's
No,
doing
no,
history,
no.
and then there's history communication.
What happened?
Two
in
different
That's not
things.
1903?
what's your degree in?
What
History.
happened?
Not
in
history
1903?
communication? Get off.
Oh
Scott,
my
it's just me and you
god. No,
now.
I know. I should the communicator, the guy with the communication degree, that's the real historian there. I understand.
I mean, what makes you a historian?
But he
Honestly.
went around the world.
A
and
piece of
studied the
paper.
culture.
No, it says you have a degree in history. It doesn't say you're a historian.
I am a historian.
You don't
No.
think- do you think academics is corrupted though?
Not as much as they want you to think. There's a war on academics, man. A massive
because it's-
war.
Because it's a bubble.
It is. It's a giant echo chamber.
Not really.
Academia
You
is
can't
tough.
control people who think. So you have to attack the institutions that can enable that.
They don't know.
This is
and-
this is a control thing.
and here's the thing too. When people get proven wrong, they attack their character.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying like if you see that,
I feel like Scott is setting up to be like, Terrence Howard isn't that crazy.
Yeah,
is
if
what we're
people
getting.
if people weren't educated, Terrence Howard would probably have a bigger audience.
Old Terry.
100
Or
if I'm-
that one other black guy, whatever his name is. I love that guy.
Billy Carson?
Billy I love that guy. I think he's great.
That guy is
He's awesome.
That guy is
He did it.
I-
Billy Carson is
He-
another one. He did it.
He's doing the
did it.
Australian trip, Scott. We should totally do it.
He said
He
it was
did
like $13,000,
and he's
dude.
doing it.
For
And it was sold out first day, I bet. Sold.
There's
I
no
don't
way.
even-
Maybe if there was like 2 spots, it was sold out.
I
But
don't
like,
even I don't even think it like included plane tickets.
they never
Yeah.
do. They never.
It's
Those things never include plane tickets.
it's crazy, dude.
I mean, like those alpha male boot camps I was telling you about were like $18,000 just to be in a
Jesus.
What
Walmart
do you-
parking lot.
But what do you learn in those alpha male boot camps?
How to be a
How
man.
to be a fucking alpha, dude.
How to be a man.
You know,
dude.
that was probably the most beta fucking thing I've heard tonight.
Because it is so. What is an alpha?
Wow,
wolf.
dude.
A
Tell
man
me
who-
you're a beta without telling me you're a beta.
Oh, dude, an alpha is, according to them, an alpha is a guy whose girlfriend hurt them at some point. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. It's just someone who's got hurt by a woman before. It's Return of the Mac incarnate.
Hold on, I like Return of the Mac. That's my
It's a-
song right there.
It's a great song, but it's literally about being hurt by a woman.
Is it?
You lied to me.
It's like the male version of how Stella got her groove back. It's just that version.
Mm.
With more people showing off their quads for some reason. I don't understand that part.
Whoa.
You know what though? Music.
They wear the
is-
tightest boy shorts, dude. It's weird.
If you got quads, bro, show them off, man.
Swear to
like-
God, I show mine off.
I mean, I was
all
doing
my
squats
shorts at the
yesterday.
gym above the knees. All my shorts above the knees.
Isn't it crazy how you like, when you're a kid, you want them as low as they can go, below the knees, and now you're like, bro, how much leg can I show without my dick hanging out?
Whoa. Whoa. I still like my below the knees. I like my jorts.
Ew.
Jorts.
Ew.
I haven't worn
Hey.
jorts.
I love
Since
my
I was a
jorts.
Child.
Dude. Jorts, baby. Dude, I'm hip. What can I say?
That's zero fashion sense.
Dude, you belong in
I
Europe,
never had
bro.
fashion sense.
You
Dude,
belong
I-
in Europe.
I
They
believe
love
it.
they love their skinny jean jorts, and they
I don't-
they cuff them at the
Ew,
end,
yeah, I don't know why
and they
do
come
that.
above their knees. It's
Yeah.
so weird.
My
Yeah,
people.
they-
my
They wear their
people.
polos with it.
Yeah, they do wear a lot of polos out here. Everybody's got
okay.
a collared shirt on all the time.
Yeah.
My people. My
They live
you know
with that
what? I
stuff, too.
cannot I might come for Oktoberfest and just never leave. I'll just go somewhere else.
You want
And
to be
wear
the
your
first one.
jorts.
You want to be the first one.
I believe it, dude. I believe it.
We
I'm
went to
gonna
Legoland the other day, and it was pretty warm. But there's like people
Denmark?
walking around with jackets on. What?
Denmark.
No, it's like an hour from here. It's right outside of Munich. Legoland.
Oh, okay. Because I was just
Legoland
like, 'cause-
Deutschland.
okay, because like actual Legos, like that's Denmark, right?
I think so.
Yeah. See, I want
Don't
to
they
go
have a-
there because they have like exclusive Legos that I kind of want to pick up.
Dude, it's pretty dope though. I like Legoland. It's pretty fun.
I love Lego. I just made this.
It's cheap.
K2OSO.
Oh, nice. I didn't even know they made that.
Yeah, it just came out this month. Anyway, my history show is going to be good. Scott, what do you think is a good angle? Because I need history to pick this up. I need like someone to travel on a dime.
Honestly, I think all the angles are covered. You can get all the information out there on the internet. You're gonna have to come up with something else.
Yeah, but no one wants to read it. People want to see a guy in front of a camera going like this
somebody-
at the actual place, going like, "Look at me lifting up this rock." Lizard
Somebody
people
wants
are
a
under
new,
here.
fresh conspiracy. You know what I mean?
New fresh
Dude.
Something
conspiracy.
new and
okay.
fresh.
Here's how you tie it. You tie the Epstein files to the UFO files. Like if you can make
They already did that.
those connections, no, but you got to do it like in a visual way.
They,
I
they already
mean,
did
to
that.
be fair, Epstein
Who?
kind
Who
of looks
did that?
weird.
They did that because they said
Who is
Ep-
they? Why do you keep saying they? All I hear is they.
Well, I don't
That's
know the
how
person's
conspiracy. That's how conspiracy theories operate. There's always
But
the
this is-
amalgamous they.
This is what happened. This is what happened, right? They said that Jeffrey Epstein would host a lot of scientists and bring them to the island so he could, know about like their people, like the new cutting edge of science.
I mean,
And a lot
Stephen
of them-
Hawking was on that flight list.
Stephen Hawking, Eric
Multiple times.
Weinstein. And he was
Was
saying,
Eric Weinstein on it?
Eric Weinstein, yeah, Eric Weinstein said that Jeffrey Epstein knew all of his work.
I don't believe him. I'm sorry. I don't
George-
believe Eric
and-
Weinstein
Jay
on that.
shut
I
him
don't
down.
believe
Jay
him.
shut him down. Jay shut him down. But that's what they were saying. It was because they were working on because a lot of like cutting edge science or new physics went black in the 70s. And so like, with him being associated with
Isn't
Mossad,
that what Eric Weinstein says? Aren't you just kind of repeating his whole thing?
Yeah, this
No,
is the only source of this is Eric Weinstein himself.
no, first of all, there's papers. There is a lot of papers that have suggested that new physics has gone black in the 70s when they were working on anti-gravity stuff.
What papers?
Look it up, 1970. All you have to do is look up
Like
this guy.
academic papers or just like
Academic papers.
conspiracy theorists?
No, academic papers for sure.
What does this have to do with Epstein? I don't understand how we got to this.
Because
Let's get back on.
Epstein was looking into it because they were saying, oh, he was looking in and how to get UFOs because there was a painting that he has of him in a UFO next to a Bill Clinton in a dress and all that stuff.
So what do you think about, I guarantee if you go to Joe Rogan's studio, he's got pictures of him in UFOs. What do you make about that? And he interviews a lot of scientists and he's always hobnobbing with a lot of rich people. Is he a modern day Jeffrey Epstein?
I mean, he has the power, I feel.
Hold on. Do you think he has a handler? A CIA handler?
Yes.
Mike Baker.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. That guy. Yeah. That guy. Because as soon as he started getting disappointed with the Epstein files, guess who showed up the next fucking day? Like, I'm pretty sure, like real talk, I'm pretty sure that's a CIA handler.
You think that $100 million Spotify deal was really from Spotify?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, probably.
It was probably from like some CIA agency. Like, hey.
Why?
Because.
You think the CIA is funneling $100 million through Spotify?
They could.
Why?
100%. That's what Jeffrey Epstein was known for.
Wouldn't that make Spotify like a treasonous actor?
They're not American.
That's what I'm saying. But that means they're working on behalf of the U.S. government, and they're not American.
A lot of countries work for the U.S. government, and they're not American.
Like what?
I don't know. I know that. I mean, like, I can't tell you off the top of my head, but I mean, like.
But that's like, but those are governments. Those aren't companies that aren't American.
There's a lot of companies that are not like.
I doubt it.
Hold on. Are you saying the Tesla company in China is not working for the U.S. government?
The Tesla company in China. What are you talking about? That's quite a leap. The Tesla factory in China?
Or whatever.
What do you mean? How are they working for the U.S. government?
I'm just saying that
Tesla, the corporation that's located in the United States, probably is.
You don't think the factory in China isn't?
No.
They're not working for the U.S. government?
No. How would they be working for the U.S. government?
Listen.
If they were, you think the Chinese would let them in?
Listen. Dude. What? We do the same thing here.
Like what?
We let the Chinese buy land next to our military bases.
Yeah. You think the Chinese are that stupid?
It's a capitalistic world, man. We don't know. We don't know the sources and methods. What are you talking about?
All right. You need to refine that conspiracy theory, bro. Because that's I don't think you're gonna hold any. You're not gonna be able to carry water with that one.
I can't pitch this to History Channel.
Well, hold on. With who? What are you talking about? Okay, you're saying that
Jordan, you got to fly to China and go check out the Tesla factory now.
No, let's go
and
back
ask
to the
them who their CIA handler is.
The CIA handler is a lizard person.
Let's go back to the original argument. You're telling me a shell company ran by the CIA.
So now they're a shell company.
Well, I mean, that's how it gets. That's how it gets. Yeah, that's how it starts. You get
so
a
now
shell
the
company,
Tesla factory is a shell company.
Approaches Spotify, say, hey, he's working for us. Here's $100 million, and then you give it to him. 100% they do stuff like that.
But that shell company is probably incorporated where?
With the CIA.
Incorporated in the U.S. Got it.
Or maybe not. Or maybe not in the US.
Or maybe not.
If it's a shell company from Barbados or something.
But what you made it sound like was that Spotify was winning. In that case, they're not winning.
What do you mean winning?
Winning, like as in they know that they're working for the CIA.
I mean, we don't know. Facebook was, right?
Facebook's a U.S. company.
Yeah, but they were working for the CIA.
I don't know about working for the CIA, but
They
okay.
definitely take their calls, but I don't know about working.
I mean,
Twitter?
the United States government has subpoena power over Facebook because they're a U.S. corporation.
Okay.
They just cooperate, you know.
You don't understand the difference there?
I don't think you understand how they move money.
I think I do.
I don't
I
think
mean,
you
like,
do.
they move money
You know
like
what?
that.
I'm gonna call Mike Baker real quick. I'm gonna see what
Please
he's
call
gonna say
him.
after
Put
this.
him on line 1.
Put
Oh,
on,
line one.
line one, please.
When they move large amounts of monies like that, that's how they do stuff like that.
You know, Jordan, maybe for your show, you should go to like different places. Oh my God, I kind of had an idea. Now that I'm like about to say it, doesn't make any sense, so I can't say it.
Just
No,
say
say
it.
it now.
Just say it. We can
No,
tweak it.
all
Tweak
right.
it
We can
real
tweak it, yeah,
time.
It's okay. It's okay.
Tweak. Cause like, dude, like I might pitch a show. I'm not gonna lie. Cause like I want to see these ancient places.
So okay, so it's got to be ancient. It's got to be tied to ancients in some way.
Just talk about the ancient lizard people.
Journey
What?
to the center of the earth, but real.
Why don't you just do something on the Rothschilds?
Rothschilds.
I could.
Yeah. Oh,
Why don't you
dude.
do something on the dark money and how dark money built the world or something?
Dark money built the world. We got the Rothschilds. We got the fucking what's another Soros? Fucking
Oh, the Soros.
the Soroses.
Who?
What's the
No.
big American
Oh.
one?
Do
God, what's the big one? Rockefellers,
do
Rockefellers,
Morgans,
do this one.
Morgan, JP
Do
Morgan.
how
Vanderbilt.
do how the CIA took over the Nazis' operation and built it
Which operation?
with like MK Ultra and all that stuff.
I mean, they did hire a lot, like
I
Klaus
mean,
Barbie.
yeah, you mean like Operation Paperclip and stuff, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that one's been kind of done to death, though.
Yeah,
What?
that's kind of boring, dude. Yeah, everybody knows about that.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Who doesn't really know about Paperclip?
I'm saying they don't know that the CIA hijacked all that stuff.
What do you mean by hijacked? So did the Russians, though.
Like,
Yeah,
the Russians
that
did it.
was Paperclip. They split it down. You know, the Russians took some and we took some.
How like we all know the Nazis were doing horrible things to the people. And
Yeah,
then
no, we still use that for like medical practice sometimes.
And we
because
still-
they had a few
and we-
breakthroughs.
Yeah,
And we-
Mengele.
Mhm.
and we take all of that, what they learned, and continually to do it again, even to our people.
I don't know if we were really like injecting color into people's eyes to turn them blue.
I was thinking about that one too, or testing how crucifixion really affects the body.
Yeah. No, you know who was worse though, Scott, was the Japanese.
Why?
That shit was crazy.
I
When
mean, the
they-
Japanese
Testing-
took no
Bro.
prisoners, man. Like
Bro.
to be a PW to POW in Japanese hands, that's like a survival rate of like what, 5%?
on like yes, yeah, if you're lucky, dude. And like what they did, like the Korean and the Chinese, like they would literally just like freeze people alive to see how long. Like they would freeze them at different temperatures and see how long they could live.
Yeah,
It was- they did, like, Dude, they did crazy stuff. There's like a whole documentary. I can't remember what it's called, but like the
Well, then
stuff
do
they
that
did
one.
was wild. Now I gotta look it up. Shit.
Or you could do the one where we can say like we could just make one up, say we were like half mutants or something, and
Half-
travel around the world to
Half
prove
mutants.
that humans were mutants.
I hear
The
this.
real
731.
the missing link. That's when we became humans, you know? Like, I mean, it's weird because, you know, like in evolution, usually when there's a new species, the old species dies off, but, you know, there's still monkeys around.
Yes.
Huh? You believe we evolved from monkeys?
Monkey-like, yeah. We weren't exactly like monkeys, but we were monkey-esque. I mean, have you seen like Homo habilis or Homo erectus? Pretty monkey. No, you don't believe that?
No.
No,
God,
you
some of this
believe
stuff is crazy.
you believe
dude.
Genesis?
Scott, listen to this. Prisoners would have their limbs amputated in order to study blood loss. Limbs removed were sometimes reattached to the opposite side of the victims' bodies. Some prisoners had their stomachs surgically removed and their esophagus reattached to the intestines. Parts of the organs, such as the brain, lungs, and liver, were removed from others. Imperial Japanese surgeon Ken Yuasa said that practicing vivisection on human subjects was widespread even outside of Unit 731, estimating that at least 1,000 Japanese personnel were involved in the practice. Oh my God, dude.
It's brutal. And it's even crazier because we were, compared to like Germany, we were pretty light on the Japanese. And they were fucking like,
We
they
dropped
were
the bomb on them,
brutal.
bro. What are you
We
talking
dropped
Yeah,
a
we hit- we
bomb
were
on them, but like the
twice.
after effects, you know, like we didn't like partition them. We didn't like get rid of their imperial house. We didn't force the emperor to abdicate, and we rebuilt them pretty good. I mean, they didn't have to have a threat
Yeah.
of communism.
I mean, Nintendo did kind of help.
Not just
Nintendo came
but,
out
like
in 78.
Nintend's been around forever.
Yeah, but the Nintendo Corporation started out as like a textile company.
I mean, in the
Yeah.
end, in the end, throughout like modern Japanese history, they've kind of been under our thumb. It was like the war they finally lashed out about us.
Well, yeah, well, I mean, they're under our thumb because, you know, they attacked us.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not just that, but like
Right,
the whole
right,
reason
you can't-
Japan even modernized was because of us. We pointed
That's
cannons
true.
at them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We were like, you better like open up trade, or we're just going to fucking shell
then-
you.
and-
I don't know what to
And
tell
then
you.
they took all those guns and reverse engineered them and then just like built a bunch of them. It's kind
Yeah.
of wild.
They were just like, okay, we're gonna invite the Prussians over. They're gonna teach us how to make a modern military. And next
Yeah.
thing you know, the U.S. is like, what the fuck are they doing over there?
Yeah, it was pretty wild. That was pretty wild. Yeah, we kind of messed that one up a little bit.
You know, it was a little bit of our bad, you know. And then
Yeah.
we gave them that oil embargo, and you know, who knows?
You know, that's what happens when you let the Meiji era last for so long. You know, they should have adapted.
They should
No.
have.
They should have kept the Meiji era. It should have been isolated. It was more spiritual what they were with, man.
The Meiji
Oh,
era
wow.
was like Meiji era was the one that killed the samurai.
Yeah, it did.
We like the samurai.
The
So you
Emperor
don't
Meiji
like the
didn't.
Meiji? Yeah, like,
I
I
like
was
the
like,
Meiji, but I mean we like the samurai era.
this isn't Rurouni Kenshin, brother.
Kenshin, I know, bro.
This is like real history.
This is like Rurouni Kenshin was the shogun versus the emperor. The samurai were for the shogun.
I like 47 Ronin 47.
Oh, okay,
That's
Keanu.
Bro, I can't even I gotta exit out of this Wikipedia page. This is gross.
I know. It's just, dude.
Dude, the
like,
stuff they did.
Not even 100 years has passed since then. Not even 100 years, and like, we're supposed to be civilized. You know, it's crazy.
Oh my God. They forced people. Oh my God.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
bad. I
my
mean, like,
God.
the Japanese were brutal. The
Dude,
Pacific War was
what do you-
brutal. Like, if you were in World War II, if you were getting shipped to the Pacific, that sucked.
bro. Oh my God. Prisoners were subjected to extreme methods of physical stress, including prolonged starvation and dehydration, exposure to low pressure chambers until their eyes burst, suspension upside down until death, crushing with heavy objects, electrocution, forced dehydration using hot air fans. What the hell?
Yeah.
Spitting in centrifuges until death.
Yep.
Injection with animal blood, including horse blood.
And people
Burning
wonder
or
why
live
China
burial?
hates Japan so much.
Bro.
Or why don't you do a
crazy.
show on debunking all conspiracies?
I don't think History Channel will go for that.
Why not?
I'll be honest. I don't think they'll go for that. They like conspiracy.
sells,
doing
man.
you're doing conspiracy, but you're doing something else.
I think you
gotta
should
do
do,
twist.
you know, how the rich rule the world. That's kind of your Illuminati spin, right? Like with the Rothschilds and the Vanderbilts and the you gotta find a good Asian family. You gotta find a really good Asian family.
Probably one of the massive ones in Korea.
Yeah. Like
Those
the ones that run Hyundai.
Yeah, like Hyundai or like
Yeah.
Samsung.
They call that the chaebol. That's what the
Yeah,
term is.
yeah, the Chibo
Chaebol.
or whatever.
Yeah, chaebol. Yeah.
I mean, I could do that. Sure. And then I can go to Seoul. I hear Seoul is very nice.
Yeah, I've been there a few times. It's cool.
I've never been to Asia.
Yeah.
I'd like to go though. So that's why I need to get this show so I can go and be like, guys, you would never understand all of this, but like there's some serious shit happening. Just a call to action every time. Be serious, but be a little funny about it too.
Do you think we could maybe tie like the Rothschilds getting over to Japan before somebody else and made them? Oh man, I think we could make some really cool conspiracies. I don't know. I'm sure somehow the Jews are involved in this whole thing with Japan.
Look, I'm not
and
trying to make
them
it
not wanting to open up. Oh my gosh, dang! There's something there. Give me some time with ChatGPT.
Hold on, I got you. One of the great conspiracies is that the Jews destabilize countries by introducing a culture that is incompatible with the current one. Like, let's say they're the ones who are pushing like Islam into like Europe right now. They say that's the fault of the Jews. A lot of conspiracy theorists. So what if like pushing America on Japan, making it open up, is the Jewish plot?
Maybe, but then, so you'd have to make the argument too that they somehow forced Japan to like attack Pearl Harbor.
Somehow.
Didn't they say
Pearl
they
Harbor.
knew they were going to attack Pearl Harbor? That was the only way for us to enter in the war.
We were kind of in it anyway. We just didn't have a declaration of war. Like we had the Lend-Lease going on at the time. We were supplying like Britain with arms and money.
Well, I think we were already in the European theater, right?
We weren't in the theater, no, but we were financing them. We didn't enter the theater until Pearl Harbor.
Till after Pearl Harbor?
Yeah, because that's when Germany declared war on us.
Yeah.
We entered through Morocco and then just kept going.
I declare war.
I mean, he kind of fucked up doing that. But, you know, when your allies attack, that's what you got to do.
Right. Wasn't it the Soviets that really killed him, right?
Well, the Soviets just threw a shit ton of bodies at them, and eventually the Germans broke. The Eastern Front was brutal, especially if you look up like Stalingrad. Awful, man.
Yeah. Well, also, like the reason we didn't get in the war at first either was Roosevelt was running for re-election, but he was secretly meeting with Churchill.
Right, and
I mean, they were planning. He was planning to enter the war.
He was secretly. How do you know he was secretly meeting with?
They would meet in Canada.
Yeah, him and Churchill would meet.
Or deny that?
Well,
what's that?
Britain at the time was still like one of our biggest allies. We're not going to just let them fall, especially since the fall of France made everyone start sweating.
Well,
so that's when like.
But if British falls, it'll make it easier for us to conquer them.
No, if Britain falls, then no. The problem was if Britain falls, then it's Fort Europe. You know, Germany controls the coastline. You can't land. That's why D-Day was such a big deal and it was such a huge risk. Because Europe was a fort at the time.
The Soviets were coming on the other side.
The Soviets were coming at the time, but they had that was Hitler's own folly. At the time when they were meeting, Barbarossa hadn't happened yet. Germany and Russia were still seemingly friendly.
So
imagine if Hitler didn't piss off Stalin.
Then the Nazis probably would have succeeded, but they were always anti-communist, so they were always on there. I mean,
Yeah.
even Stalin couldn't believe it. He didn't do anything during the first, what was it, like day and a half after they invaded because he didn't believe Hitler would actually do it.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy, dude.
It is
And then
nuts.
Hitler, and really Hitler's the one who kind of messed up D-Day because he
Yeah,
thought
he
they were going to
did.
come from the Pas de Calais.
Yeah,
And when they landed in Normandy, he was like, "There's no way," and so he didn't reinforce the guys up there because he
Yep.
didn't believe it.
they
He was like,
had.
"They wouldn't do that." He's like, "They wouldn't do that because I wouldn't do that.
And
I
also,
would go across at the Pas de Calais."
right? They had. They thought it was going to come to Pas de Calais. The point closest to it in England, they had like an inflatable army, and they put.
Yeah, that's,
what
yep. They had the Ghost
put-
Army there.
they put Patton there, and he
Yeah,
thought because
yep.
Patton was there, that they would invade from there.
Dude, it's one of the best like military deception campaigns of all time.
It's crazy, and because of that, Normandy wasn't as defended as it could have been. Because if that didn't happen, it would have been a bloodbath.
Yeah, wild.
Rommel
dude.
was like home visiting his family at the time. There, he wasn't.
Yeah,
even
he was
there
on
yet.
leave. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's crazy. The whole thing is crazy. Scott doesn't know. He just
because
doesn't
I
know.
love World War II history. I know more about that than Egypt, really.
Happened 100 years ago.
No, it was 80 years ago.
Dude,
right.
World War II
Around though.
defined our era, dude. America was still isolationist before before World War II. We didn't become
mean,
a
World
world
War-
police
what-
until after.
World War II is what pretty much built our economy.
Yeah,
I know.
that's
They-
what
I-
made America the America
was
we live in
the-
today.
I know
Make
that was
America
the
great
last
again,
war.
dude.
That was the last war we were ever in. That was against good versus bad. Now all the wars that we're in is just all for money.
Don't tell the gropers that.
What about Korea?
We're in it for money.
The Korean War?
Yeah.
That was more That was more.
That was more communist
communism.
versus-
Yeah.
Versus the West.
Gaslight. It was all
I mean,
NATO-
Korean
NATO-
War is interesting too. Like
The
it's
UN.
yeah,
Yeah, the
I mean, the
UN
Kor-
actually sent soldiers there.
yeah. I mean, the Korean War was actually very. It was brutal
Dude,
in its
it's
own
all
way
for
and
money.
very interesting. That was the first time. I think that was the only real time we actually came blows to blows with China.
They saw
Yeah.
how much money we made in World War II by going to war, and then they were like, you know what? Let's just keep repeating that process.
I mean,
Going to war every time and make a
They
lot of
weren't-
money.
they really weren't
Korean
trying
War
to.
wasn't.
It wasn't
it
trying to be a
wasn't-
big war. I mean, they fired MacArthur over it.
Yeah. Who is still like a god in Korea, by the way. They
bet he
worship
is.
MacArthur.
I mean, he was.
Wasn't he also
badass.
like wasn't he also kind of like wasn't he like the president for life in the Philippines? Didn't he like get some kind of crazy title?
Yeah, because he retook the Philippines from the Japanese. Yeah, he like
Dude,
he,
MacArthur
he
is
was
wild, bro.
he was wild. Yeah, I mean, he straight up just wanted to nuke the shit.
He
was
did.
just
He
like,
wanted
just
to
drop the
nuke
bombs.
everybody.
He's like, someone's fucking with us in Vietnam and Korea. Just drop the bombs. What are we doing here?
I mean, in the Korean War, we almost took all the peninsula. We had him pushed up to the Yalu.
Yeah, until China.
Yeah, and then the Chinese came in. You know what the Chinese soldiers would do because they didn't have that many bullets and stuff. They would strap tourniquets to all four limbs, and then they would run in the fire. And as they got hit, they would just tighten the tourniquet on that limb and keep running because they had to do close quarters combat because they only had so much ammunition.
In a crazy
so
way,
they
you
would-
got to admire it.
Bro, it's wild. They would pre-strap tourniquets, and then they would get shot. They would tighten the tournament and keep running.
I would go
It's-
right back to bow and arrows. Like, what
I
do you-
mean, it turned it. I mean, like the same thing happened reverse. Like, South Korea almost fucking lost until we started landing
Yeah.
troops there.
Well, it wasn't until Incheon.
Yep.
Until the Incheon landing, and the North Koreans still remember that.
what was the point of the Korean War?
Communism.
Push back the commies. Yeah,
Money
and we wanted a foothold in Asia.
and money.
We lost China, and we didn't want to lose anything else.
money.
It's not just money; it's ideology.
They were way more ideological back then.
How
Like-
stupid it. Ideology.
I mean,
So
that's
terrible.
it was the same thing. It's the same thing for Vietnam.
money.
I
Yeah.
mean, you also got to think too. Like after the Japanese, like we were like, hey, we could be defenseless. You know, if we didn't have the same ability to look across the Pacific like we do now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
But
they were
now-
making sure that there was no aggressor, on the Asian continent.
Yeah,
Right.
money.
And not to mention our biggest
Money, yeah.
as soon as the war ended, even before the war ended, Russia was going to be our biggest enemy. And so, like, if a country turns red, who are they going to ally with? Also Russia.
Hmm.
Russia. So we need to stop that in the tracks.
Yeah, money.
I knew he was gonna say it.
Money, dude. I mean, like, it's the same thing. Korea, fucking Africa. Not many people talk about the Cold War in Africa, but that one was wild too. And Vietnam.
'Cause There's a lot of money in Africa,
There's a lot of resources in Africa.
which turns into
Still
money.
is.
Oh, I
Yeah,
know.
you say that, but like, why are we doing such a poor job of getting all those resources?
I mean,
That's
I don't know.
I mean, that's a good question that I haven't really thought about.
Because China
like-
went over there, took it over.
Well, the Belt and Road
Corruption, maybe.
Initiative
I
is
heard-
very,
I-
very, very profitable.
I heard too, because when America was making deals with like countries in Africa and other countries around the world, they were bad deals. They were just overall bad deals, and then other countries, to get out of those bad deals, made better deals with different countries like China.
I mean, fucking bad deals is the capitalist way.
So I mean, like we would
I-
screw people over on deals because
I don't even think it was really that. It just wasn't like, it was like, hey, we'll give you the money to do this. Right?
I mean,
Where China comes in and say, hey, we're going to give you the money, we're going to pay for this, and we're also going to send in our own engineers and contractors from China to actually build it. That's the difference.
And there's
but
also-
that's a better
and
deal.
there's also like a history to it too, because like a lot of the reasons Africa like was bad was because of colonialism, with the West
Mhm.
colonizing a lot of Africa. And so when they were liberated and became their own country, they were just like, we don't want to be like them. And so what was the alternative? It was communism.
You know what's still weird though? Is a lot of the French speaking countries still feel like tied to France in some way.
That's not a coincidence.
It's just weird. No, I'm just saying like the thought process.
A lot of those countries that were liberated, especially around the Sahara, a lot of their financial institutions are still tied to France.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like they don't feel like the same type of hatred as a lot of people do for like the Brits
Mm.
or the Belgians. I mean, granted, the Congo was
The
Kind of a
Belgians, I don't know. I was gonna say
the
the
Belgians
Belgians,
that was
man.
kind of a nightmare, dude. That was
Like
kinda
King
crazy.
Leopold is one of the great monsters of history, dude.
It was pretty wild, bro. It
How
was his
crazy
own
would it
personal
be if
country.
like all the countries of Africa came together and took
mean, they're
over that continent, and then just they would
have that.
dominate?
No, they
Dude.
have the African Union. It doesn't
Let-
work.
Let me tell you about Muammar Gaddafi. He had the same thought process. He had the same
He did.
dream.
Did not
He
work
was-
out for him, bro. He
Look-
literally got a knife up his butt, dude.
Look, to see like a very like peaceful united Africa is a pipe dream, dude. That place is a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's too many interests in it. That's why.
There's
No, there-
countries that have like the
Insane,
corruption
dude.
is bad. Like not every country can have like a turnaround like Rwanda.
Yeah.
That one is miracle. That is an actual like decent country.
There's so much like tribal history there too. It's just
Because a lot of those borders were made by people that weren't native there. So there's a lot of like tribes that are trying to coalesce in there that just can't. You know?
it's almost like the same thing we see in the Middle East. Wild.
Yeah, wild. They're just random lines, dude. And so
Yeah.
so like Rwanda, for instance, you got like the Tutsis and
The Houthi or
the
Hutu. Hutus.
Hutus, and they just don't get along, but they're forced to.
And then but then you have countries like Kenya,
Yeah, that's a decent
Tanzania.
country.
South Africa.
Yeah,
problem-
South Africa's kind of a mess.
There's a lot of problems.
Kind of a
Like
mess.
a lot of problems stem from like the country is just not being drawn the way it should be.
That's gay.
Yeah.
It's just how it is. That's
I mean,
why
they
there's
do
a
look at
lot of
places
civil
like-
wars. If you notice,
Yeah.
the civil wars, it's always tribe versus tribe. You know,
Yeah,
it's not like
Somalia is wild,
with oh my god.
bro.
Someone I
Somalia is
saw an
crazy.
advertisement. I saw an advertisement like one of the most underrated and safe countries you can visit is Eritrea.
Whoa!
I know.
One, you can't actually visit Eritrea.
I know. I was like, what the fuck are they talking about?
No way, dude. You could barely get into Ethiopia nowadays.
Oh
You
yeah.
sure as hell ain't going to Eritrea.
Is that still happening?
Oh, dude, it's crazy. Sudan's fucked.
Sudan
all
has
of it.
been fucked for a long time. South Sudan's even worse.
Egypt, all that stuff.
Egypt's a little more stable than those countries.
Nah, dude. They got Zahi Hawass there just destabilizing the shit out of that place.
They're under a
That's
dictatorship. They're okay.
It's a
They
grave
got
robber.
Sisi.
Oh my god. Yeah. Africa's kind of a mess. I mean, but then you got cool spots like Morocco. You know?
Yeah, Marrakesh is cool, I hear. Not
that's
if you're a
definitely
guy,
cool.
it's fine.
Yeah. You can't if you're a chick, you should not go traveling there alone in
Yeah.
any capacity.
You can't go there. Libya, you can't go to. I mean, like, okay, Morocco, Egypt's fine. Rwanda, I would go to Kenya. South
Tanzania.
Africa, I'd still go there. Tanzania.
Congo.
I think Angola's still okay.
Angola, maybe. Yeah.
Angola, maybe. Madagascar, I hear is still okay.
I mean, yeah, it's an island, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Ethiopia.
Yeah.
I'd like to go to Ethiopia. I'd like
Good
to see
luck.
the origin of the Rastafaria.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool, man. But like, why don't you go to Djibouti?
Djibouti. I was thinking of Addis Ababa.
Addis Ababa. Okay.
Addis Ababa.
Why don't you? I think you should go to Mogadishu. Just hang out in Somalia.
I'm not going to no
Re-
Mogadishu. Are you fucking kidding
Yeah,
me, dude?
I just
What are you
Black Hawk
talking
down it,
about?
dude.
Yeah, fucking
I'll go to Libya.
Mogadishu. You know, you could sponsor pirates, right? You know, you could do that.
Dude, I'm thinking about doing it, man. Make some money.
Yeah, you can. After
You can sponsor Mogadishu pirates.
Bro, I'm kind of all in on that.
Fucking
I am the captain now.
exactly,
I am
dude.
no captain now.
Fucking I hear Uganda is kind of stable lately.
What about Libya? Go to Libya.
No,
Treat it like
Libya
No,
is-
Libya, no. Libya's
they
no
like
goes
they
there.
like Americans.
No,
there.
he's gonna go to Benghazi and be like, "What happened here?" To be honest, like I hope it is stable one day because I'd like to visit like ancient Carthage.
Yeah, it'd be cool, but I mean,
What-
there's like
what
literally
country-
open air slave markets in Libya.
Which
Yeah.
country has the eye of the Sahara? The Ritzar structure. What country is that again?
The Rashad structure. I don't.
That's where I want to go.
I don't know what you're even talking about.
I don't. Is it? It's not in Sudan, is it?
No, it's like
The
such
I
a-
have said no. Sudan is not in the Sahara.
Oh no, that's on the coast.
I think is it Morocco? Not Morocco.
No, it's not Morocco. Morocco's too far north.
Okay, hold on. I'm about to find out in a second here.
Find out, James.
Mauritania.
Oh, Mauritania. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I want
That
to
is
go.
far. There's Gambia. There's Guinea. Mali. You know. If you want to see the home of the Massa Musa.
I know a lot of people who've been to Mali.
Yeah, is Mali
They
nice?
said they said it's like okay. I don't know.
What about like Sierra Leone or fucking? I watched Blood Diamond.
Blood Diamond.
That was a good movie. Sierra
watch-
Leone.
I don't know why I thought the Rishon structure was on the other side of Africa.
When you hear Eye of Sahara, you don't think like the fucking West Coast. You know?
That's what I'm saying. I thought it would be more like closer to like Libya, Chad, Sudan.
Well, I
Mhm.
mean, the Eye of Sahara is really just Atlantis, but
But if that was why is Atlantis all the way over there?
because I don't know.
I'm not
Why
gonna
is
lie.
South
The Eye of
Africa not
Sahara
that
looks like a natural formation.
You said what, Jordan?
It looks natural.
I knew you would say something like
It
that.
looks natural.
I knew you
I
would
think
say
I think
something.
Scott should go to Burkina Faso. Or
I
Cote d'Ivoire.
want to be. I want to be.
Wait a minute,
dropped
in Burkina Faso, is that where like everyone lives on the fucking island off the coast of it while everyone else starves?
No, but I mean Burkina Faso is like landlocked.
I want to go to a country where I can
Faso.
easily
That
just
sounds from.
conquer their
Who is the-
social status and become king.
Ooh, Ghana, Togo.
Hold on, Burkina Faso.
Ghana's
sounds so
rich.
fucking familiar. I can't
Ghana's
remember.
rich.
Like, who was the despot for Burkina Faso?
I don't know. I'm not up to date on my Burkina Faso history.
Ibrahim Traore.
Oh, Traore.
Traore. Okay, there we go. I think I'm not okay. So there's also Liberia. If you want to see a little bit of an Americanized thing. Oh, Equatorial New Guinea is what I was thinking of.
Bro, Liberia, like with Monrovia. Come on, bro. That place is a shithole.
Dude,
Some
it's
of our
freed
biggest fans are
slaves,
from there.
dude.
Some of our biggest fans that watch this podcast are from there.
From
see?
Liberia.
Like,
I know,
what's
dude.
going-
Michael Jackson wrote a song about Liberian women, dude. They're just beautiful. I remember I was heading home from a
He
conference.
wrote
and
a song about every type of woman.
I remember I was in a taxi cab, like on the way home from a conference here in Chicago, and it was the taxi driver was a Liberian, and he was like, "Oh yeah, people come to Liberia all the time to like love our women and stuff because Liberian girl, it's so sexy and stuff."
That's weird, dude.
And he's
Michael
like,
Jackson.
he would
kid.
say, "You know what I mean," but then he would be like, "You know what I mean," and I was like, "Are you calling me Idi Amin?"
Idi Amin.
He's like, "Wait, no."
Yeah, I
I
don't know
had
much
no-
about Liberia.
It was pretty much like an American project.
Yeah, I know how it started with like the slaves and stuff, and that's why it's like, Liberty and Monrovia after like Monroe, which is weird.
You know what I hear is a very interesting place to visit is Lagos in Nigeria.
I heard Lagos is cool.
I hear it's very interesting. Like, it's
Yeah.
like basically the African Dubai, but like
Yeah.
poor.
Hold
And
on,
way
what is?
more. Yeah, Lagos. Where did you see that thing about Akon's thing that he was trying to build all
Akon
that
City,
shit?
baby, yes.
And then he built like one building, and it looks
Yes.
like he made it like a sandcastle, dude. And
It
it
was-
just made
Didn't he say like he said he
yes.
got it shut down or something? What was that?
COVID happened, and then he just took that as an excuse to shut everything down because, like, not only COVID happened, but like the currency for the city was Akon coin. Shocker, I know, shocker, because apparently he was the only person you could trust with the finances,
Mhm.
and apparently that fucking got rug pulled, and so Akon City was no more.
bro, it's very funny. The pictures are hilarious, dude.
I know it's like before and what we have now. It's just a low.
It's just literally like a one little building, dude.
Dude,
Wait,
what a
I'm-
fucking
The
scam.
drawings. I
Huh?
see the drawings.
Yeah. Now
drawings.
look up what's there right now.
Oh, it says division, reality.
Yeah.
That looks like Wakanda, man.
It was
Sure,
supposed to be
forgot
Wakanda.
Zimbabwe.
I mean, Zimbabwe, you could
Botswana.
live like a rich. Botswana, I hear, is very stable. Botswana
Yeah.
is one of the only African countries that has kind of always been stable.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting story if you ever want to hear about it, like how Botswana kind of just beat the odds.
God, these countries are huge, though. It's crazy.
Mhm. Like Botswana, very stable. It's a very peaceful country. What was the last one you said? Before that?
Zimbabwe?
Zimbabwe? I don't know about that one.
Then there's Namibia, Mozambique, Malawi. I think kind of like Southern Africa is not too bad outside of South Africa. Oh, I forgot about Lesotho.
South Africa, I feel like it's not as bad as people like to think that it is.
I don't know. I remember when I was in college, a buddy of mine said they lived there for a while. His dad was like an executive for a company. And anybody who had money if you had a nice car, well, one, your house always had bars on it. Everybody who had money always installed hydraulic rods on their car. So when people would come up to carjack you, you would hit the button, the bar would pop out. It was like underneath the car, and they'd take their legs out so you could drive away.
Jeez.
Jesus.
And he said,
Christ.
he's like everybody had it because like you were always about to get carjacked.
South Africa, really, in like Cape Town or
It was in
Pretoria?
Johannesburg.
It was
It was in
Johannesburg. I did hear
Yeah.
Johannesburg was a shithole.
Yeah, but it's the capital, so like that's where a
it
lot of
was
stuff
like-
is.
it was like Johannesburg is what happens if like all the financial institutes leave a major city.
Have you guys
Yeah,
ever
pretty much.
heard of this thing called the Tartarian Empire?
Oh my god, let's not talk about that. We don't got enough time for that.
I don't even know what that is.
You know, oh dude, look, it is the conspiracy theory.
Like
See,
the
that's a
empire,
conspiracy theory.
like it's supposed to be related to the Tartars, the
Just
fucking
look up
like
the
pseudo
look up the
Mongolians.
Look up the Tartarian.
Look
It's
up the Tartarian.
The Tartarian Empire is a group of pseudo historical conspiracy theories, including the ideas of a hidden past and mud floods, which originated as pseudo-scientific Russian nationalism. Oh, so you're a commie. Tartaria or Tartaria is a historical name for Central Asia and Siberia. Conspiracy theories assert that Tartari, or the Tartarian Empire, was a lost civilization with advanced technology and culture. This ignores well-documented accounts of Tartari within the history of Asia. In the present day, Tartari covers a region spanning central Afghanistan, northern Kazakhstan, as well as Mongolia, China, and the Russian Far East.
There you go. We found your in. That's your in right there.
yeah, you don't know about.
I've
I
never
can't believe you
heard
never
of this.
heard.
I've heard of
I
the
can't believe-
Tartars.
No. You're
What, Bob Lazar calling me a commie?
I mean,
Commies are-
apparently far right Russians are be like, Tartaria.
Well, we got your in. There you go, man.
All right. I will take that into consideration. All right. That's all the time we have left.
boom.
Thank you so much for watching. This is Jay signing off.
This is your guy, the one and only, the champ.
One and only.
The next mayor of Chicago.
Next mayor of
That's not-
Chicago. Probably
right.
a step up, to be honest.
I hold on. I even came up with the slogan:
All right, give it to us.
for the people, for the future. Let's go,
Brilliant.
baby.
Brilliant.
All right.
Rolls off the tongue. And
All right.
now signing off our next Sean Ryan.
Yeah. See money, baby.
See
You
money.
know Sean Ryan.
First interview. The next
you know
mayor
Sean
of
Ryan's in John
Chicago.
Wick, right?
There you
Playing
go.
John Wick.
I bet he did. Stay tuned for my new show, History Undisclosed.